Welcome back to PGI, where I am joined with kicker slash punter Takade Yuki over from the Tulsa Desperados that had a nail-biting, fantastic win over the Arizona Scorpions. For those that don't know, the Tulsa Desperados was my very first team I started with as a quarterback. So it is a bittersweet thing to play those games. But welcome to the show, man. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. It was a little, oh my, I could, my heart was up in my chest all through, especially on that last drive when you got down, I believe it was to the 31 on 4th and 8. And I said, oh God, it's a Hall of Fame quarterback, a Hall of Fame running back, a soon to be Hall of Fame tight end, or is TJ Punk in the Hall of Fame already?
No, no, not yet.
You
We're
will be pretty sure of that. That's coming fairly soon. But somehow the pass goes to Mike Churchill. Marco Swift lays a lick on him. The ball falls to the ground, and by the grace of God, wow. That's all that I was like, because I honestly nobody gave us a chance. I didn't give us a chance. I mean, we're going up against perhaps one of the most talented offenses in the SFL. I mean, who who in their right mind would have picked us?
Hey, the thing is, you had a Gabriel Manning, and we knew that Gabriel Manning was giving us problems in practice. So the thing is, the right game plan at the end of the day prevailed, and it was a fantastic game to watch, exciting as you said, through and through. But I'm curious to know, what do you think some of the keys to to success were for this game win?
I honestly believe that our coaching staff has been extremely hard at work. Jaden and Marco, J Rock and Jaden Swift, Marco Swift have been game planning extremely hard behind the scenes, especially after what happened with us against Houston
Mhm.
and Indianapolis. Because we had gotten probably within we ended up coming out about an onside kick away from coming back against Houston. We didn't recover it, and Houston takes three knees and the game is over. And
Man,
then we ran into the brick wall that is Houston, who seems to be the second coming of the Canton Classics. As good as that defense is, as good as that defense is. But I honestly do believe that our coaches have been extremely hard at work. The game plan went to perfection. But if I had to give credit to an on-field contributor,
mhm.
on especially on the defensive end, I have to give a shout out to Travis Arthur, our free safety, because he on
Yeah,
your second drive, I believe, picks you off in the back of the end zone.
that's it.
Well, not quite the back of the end zone, but he picks you off on what would have been, because we only ended up winning by a touchdown. Had
Mhm.
you scored on that last drive that Travis Arthur didn't pick up, this game would have been tied, would have gone to overtime, and only God knows what would have happened there. So major credit to Travis Arthur even though that interception was early, it took 7 points off the board.
Yeah, 7 points that eventually we definitely could have used at the end of the day. But that is what you pay for. You pay for the emotional content that this league and that this game delivers. So At the end of the day, like again, better game plan won, and you guys did a phenomenal job. So congratulations on your win. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do for how you guys end your season off.
Likewise, thank you and good luck going forward and good luck going forward as well for you. I know you've had a bit of an up and down season yourself, and it it ends up that way, and we see each other again in a wild card game. Let's hope it's a good one.
Oh, we're gonna make it a good one. Ain't no doubt about that. Have a good one. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with me today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Back to you in the booth. We're back with PGI, and I'm joined with a good friend of mine, Mr. Justin Reside, cornerback over from the Queen City Corsairs, and they coming off a loss to LA. Man, 17-13. I know you probably was sick, man. Like that close. It was that close.
It's very close. I thought that last catch at the end, I was like, oh, damn it. I thought we had a touchdown. And he dropped it. He dropped the thing was either, I think it was Adrian Ellis or T- Matthew Jr. that had that, dropped that ball. I'm like, oh my God. I thought we had that game won. But yeah, I give props to LA. That's why I'm wearing, in this interview, I'm wearing my Tazzy TCB shirt because I'm giving, Tazzy Blackwell her props for their win, their first win of the season. So.
Yeah, and I know that has to feel good for that ball club over there because when you first win, searching for it, get it in week 10. It's unfortunate. Like I said, it's against Queen City, but at the same time, that is a good boost of morale for LA. But so Alex and Chad have seemingly turned um Queen City around this season. What do you think has been some of the keys to Queen City's success this season, even though it didn't show in this particular game, but
That's defense.
overall. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely that defense, Alex and Chad have definitely when they brought me in for defense and why on all guys, it's like defense. That defense has definitely changed Queen City, but we'll get our offense together. We just have to move the ball consistently on offense and get Jet Zero and McDowell and Zoma involved in the running game, and then try to
Everybody.
and get everybody like Ellis and Matthew Jr. All those guys, get those guys on that side of that ball in sync. Because we have Charleston, Portland, and DC left, so we could go 6-6 if everything goes to plan. If they can get a plan together and it goes perfectly, we can go 6-6 and hopefully get in the playoff race.
So, what is the team morale like over in Queen City nowadays? Because I know, there was a period of time where, Queen City wasn't winning. They weren't, the same caliber of team that they were when they were winning the four championships. So now that we've entered into a new game and you're under new coaching and management, how has the team morale changed,
Yeah,
or has it?
team morale's pretty good. It's like, hey, if we lose, we all say, hey, we got to keep grinding. Every game is a new day, what if we have to try to we want to know every week. If we don't do that, we can keep grinding. See where we can go.
Okay, gotcha. Well, Justin, I really thank you so much for your time today, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Queen City fares for the rest of the season. Good luck
Yeah,
to you.
thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome. Back to you in the booth.
Do it.
I good. Okay. Welcome back to where I am joined with a great friend of mine, Mr. Mickey Mellieo, kicker for the Minnesota Legends. Even though he is a divisional rival, one of my good friends. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, Ashley. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, but I know your feelings are a little bit hurt right now coming off that loss to Baltimore, man. That was a great game, and y'all were close. You were that close.
Yeah, you know what? The score was a little bit closer than the game. Baltimore just had us all game long. We couldn't we didn't know how to move the ball down the field. We actually didn't score our first touchdown until the second half, so it was difficult. Just Baltimore had our number. Our defense really kept that game closer than probably what it should be.
So, what do you think that you guys are going to have to do? Because right now you're 7-2. You're in a good spot, you know. Definitely playoff bound. But what do you have to? What do you think you guys have to do to get on that same page offensively?
I don't think there's much that we have to do. I think the game plan that Axel and the rest of the front office and coaching staff has done has been great. I just think that Baltimore's game plan against us was perfect. One of the biggest things that we do at Minnesota is we try to get the ball into as many hands as possible, whether it be in the backfield with Colin, Justin, and Knox, or every single receiver touching the ball. Just everybody has a chance to touch the ball that you never know who our weapon will be per game. So that's one of the big game plans the coaching staff, I believe, has done all season. I'm not in the front office anymore. I took a step back. I get to relax now this season. But just seeing it from the outside looking in, I think they've game planned very well. It's just how the other teams game plan against us.
Mm. Now, do you believe in home field advantage? Because you guys actually, the last three games to end your season are at home. Do you think that you guys would stand a better chance at winning out?
Our record at Northwood speaks for itself. We are very dominant at home. And I do believe there is some sort of home field advantage, but just like the old saying goes, any given Sunday, but in the SFL, it's any given Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So it's anybody's game any week. Proof is everybody thought that we would have dominated Baltimore, but Baltimore being Baltimore just showed us why they are a multiple championship team.
Got it. You know, to my point about being on the same page, I actually want to do a little exercise with you and with
Ooh,
everybody that's watching. You're good at
okay.
math, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So I want you to think of any number that you want, as long as you can add and subtract by it.
got it.
All right. So I want you to take the time and add five to that number.
Got it.
Okay, now add another five to that number.
Got it.
Okay, now add another five to that number.
Got it.
Okay. Now, that new number that you have, I want you to subtract the very first number that you selected.
Got it.
The number that you are thinking about and the number that everyone that was participating should have on their sheets of paper is 15.
You got it.
So, being on the same page really matters, huh?
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. Well, Vicky, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for being here. And I cannot wait to see what the Minnesota Legends do for the rest of the season.
It's the same thing, and I can't wait to meet you in a couple of weeks in Northwood Stadium with the Scorpions.
Hey, man, we're going to do our best to come in and make a blemish on that record.
Oh, it's the only time I don't like you is for the time on the field, Ashley. But let me tell you, we're friends every other time. But you and we're gonna fight
Hey, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Just make sure you kick it to the uprights.
always.
All right, Mickey. See you soon.
You got it. Bye.
Bye. Back to you in the booth.